Welcome back to the training, ladies and gentlemen. So in this video, we're going to talk about how you can get approved for an SBA business loan up to $5 million, because that is the highest amount that you can get, and that's with the SBA 7A loans. We'll talk more about that. Even if you are a startup, you can still get a SBA loan. Now, disclaimer, this is for informational purposes only. I'm not guaranteeing that you're going to get $5 million. I'm not guaranteeing that you're going to get anything. This is information to help you be able to get approved if you decide to go apply. You will need to have this information beforehand to make sure that you're not wasting any time. Also, if you find this video valuable, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos about business financing and personal financing, as well as personal credit. We have some big things coming out pretty soon. We have a software for personal credit that's going to be completely free. We have the business financing program, and we also are going to be launching a brand new personal credit training program. So we have a lot of stuff going on. So that's the reason why I haven't really been uploading as much as I used to, because it's a lot of stuff going on. I'm also redesigning my office and all of that. I know y'all don't care about none of that, but we have a lot of stuff coming out to really help a lot of people. Also, we are running a Black Friday sale on the Business Finance Suite. So if you have been wanting to get that program, now is the time. It's going to be 50% off of the already discounted price. It's going to be discounted even more. Matter of fact, I might do even more than 50% off, but there is going to be a waiting link in the description where you can sign up to get on the waiting list, because the sales page is going to go live on November 24th, which is Thanksgiving evening at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So you get first access to that discount before everybody else gets access if you join that waiting list. So once again, link will be down in the description for you to sign up for that waiting list. All right, so let's get right into it. So what does the SBA do? We're gonna zip through this. This is a free training. We're going to go through everything as quickly as possible. I don't want to make this long and boring. So the SBA is the Small Business Administration, and they actually do not loan the money. So they're not the ones that actually give out the money. Instead, they actually set the loan guidelines for the banks to actually lend you the money. And this is because the SBA guarantees these loans. So the loans are backed by the SBA, so that's why they're called SBA loans. The rates are more favorable, terms are more flexible, but the SBA says real estate investing, for example, is too high risk for them. So if you are in real estate, you may not be approved for an SBA loan. But there is alternative funding for real estate. We have all the information, so make sure again that you get on that waiting list so you can get access to that Business Finance Suite. So not every company can qualify for an SBA loan, but for those that are able to, the SBA can come to the rescue and get you funding. But be aware that there are a lot of paperwork, forms, and documents that you have to turn in. Also, they have various cap line loans and programs, as well as the SBA Express. They also have SBA lending partners that actually make the loans, and the SBA also offers grants sometimes as well. All right, so let's get into the scores and the type of credit and things that you need to have in order to get an SBA loan. So the SBA wants to make sure that you have good business credit. So the SBA uses the FICO SBSS, which is the Small Business Scoring Service. So there are different types of business credit scores. You have one from Experian, Credit Safe. You have a Paydex score. There's a score from Equifax that you can get. And then also you have the FICO SBSS. Scores reflect the likelihood of an applicant paying their bills on time, just like personal credit. Scores range from 0 to 300. And that's for the FICO SBSS. Now the other scores may range from 0 to 100. Now there also is the Equifax Business Delinquency Financial Score, which could go up to 650, I believe, from 101 to 650. So the higher your credit score is, of course, the better chances you have of getting approved. Personal and business credit history plus financial data go into the total score calculation, and that also goes into your factors and chances of being approved. So for SBA loans, you will not be approved with a score under 140. However, they typically set a cutoff as high as 160. Below that, you will probably be denied because you're too high of a risk. Chances are good an SBA lender won't even submit your application to the SBA if your score doesn't meet the threshold. So again, the minimum is usually 140 to 160. You'll usually need to show some time in business. The most popular SBA loan is for working capital, and that is the 7A loan. Approvals for that particular SBA loan goes up to $750,000. Rates usually are between 2 and 4% above prime rate. That could actually be different right now, depending on the time that you're watching this video, because of inflation and things like that. The interest rates are going up and down, so it's going to depend on when you're watching this video. All owners with more than 20% ownership must provide a personal guarantee. Very important. Keep in mind that they look at your personal credit as well as your business credit. So if you have good personal credit, a lot of the times you can get approved if you have all of the other needed information. Sometimes if you don't have any business credit at all and you have good personal credit, you can still sometimes get approved for the SBA 7A loan. But you will still need to show some time in business even if you are just starting out. Also, you must demonstrate a need for funds and have a sound business purpose in mind for the funds. Your business must meet the SBA's size standards and be considered small within your particular industry. You have to operate for a profit and must have reasonable equity to invest. A company must do or propose to do business in the United States or its possessions. Plus, the company must have tried to use other financial sources. These could include personal assets before applying. So when it comes to using the SBA 7A funds, the 7A program allows for the loan amounts of up to $5 million to fund startup costs, to buy equipment, inventory, and etc. All right, so companies can also use SBA loans to buy new land. This includes construction costs, repair existing capital, buy and expand an existing business, refinance existing debt, as well as buy machinery, fixtures, furniture, supplies, or materials. So the benefits of an SBA 7A loan is the flexibility, the long terms, the potential lower down payments versus other options. Also, you can get specialized programs that are just for entrepreneurs who are interested in exporting, also who are located in underserved communities, who are members of the military community, and those looking to meet short-term working capital needs. The SBA 7A repayment terms will usually be monthly payment, which is going to include the principal and the interest. There also are fixed rate loans where the payments stay the same since the interest rate is constant. For variable rate loans, a lender can require a different size payment amount when interest rates change. So now let's talk about SBA cap lines. So according to the SBA, cap lines is the umbrella program under which the SBA helps business owners meet short-term working capital. Loan amounts go up to $5 million. Loan qualification requirements are the same as the other SBA programs. Loans or revolving credit lines are available. You can get a seasonal line, which is advances against anticipated inventory and accounts receivables. Also, they have contract lines for finances for direct labor and material costs. The builder's line is meant for general contractors or builders constructing or renovating commercial or residential buildings. And then you have the standard asset-based lines for businesses unable to meet credit standards associated with long-term credit. And then you have the small asset-based line, which can go up to $200,000. And this operates like standard asset-based lines of credit, except some of the stricter serving requirements are waived. Constantly show repayment ability from cash flow for the full amount. So also the SBA does have a express loan, which is faster, that goes up to $250,000. The rates usually range from 2 to 4% above prime rate. Also available is the Community Express for low and moderate income entrepreneurs. So keep this in mind. If you need an SBA loan and you have lower income and you need something fast, this is the loan that you want to go for, the SBA Express loan. So the SBA Express offers access to a credit line for well-qualified borrowers. So that's another option that you can get. You can get an Express credit line, and that one goes up to $350. The interest rates will vary. SBA banks or SBA lets the banks charge you as much as 6% your base rate. You will need to have over $25,000 in collateral. For approval, you will need a balance sheet, balance and income sheet, accounts receivable, collateral, articles of incorporation, business license, all of your contracts with third-party companies, and your business building lease or your office lease contract as well, for like proof of address, stuff like that. So that's what you'll need, the minimum that you'll need for an SBA Express line of credit. So there is another type of SBA loan that you can get. This is the SBA 504. This is the SBA's second most popular loan type, often used to buy land, equipment, and real estate. The bank funds the loan. SBA generally generates up to 40%. You can usually get a loan up to $1 million. Now, this is the type of business loan that you use for real estate. It's the SBA 504. Again, you can use this to buy land for your business, or real estate, or equipment. So those of you who want to figure out how you can get a loan to buy a building or land, again, it's this one. This is the loan that you could get, and you can get up to $1 million. Typically, you contribute 10% of the equity. So keep that in mind as well. So these are the requirements. You must operate your business for profit with a feasible business plan and relevant management expertise. A company must do business in the United States or its territories. The company must have tried the financing, and this includes personal assets before applying for the loan. Also, your business must have a tangible net worth of under $15 million. Your business must have an average net income of less than $5 million after taxes for the last 2 years. A business must be able to repay the loan on time from its projected operating cash flow. Maximum loan amounts are determined by usage. For the land and buildings, the loan term is, and then for the equipment, the loan terms is going to be 10 years. And that's also for machinery as well. So you also have the 7M, and this is the micro loan program. This is the one that goes up to $35,000 for working capital and growth. Let me make sure. All right, so typo here. This is actually supposed to be $50,000, and the average loan amounts are about $10,000. The funds come straight from the SBA for these, and this is unlike the 7A loan, because the 7A loans, the funds actually come directly from the bank. So also you can get this loan if you are a startup. The SBA makes these type of funds available through specially designated intermediary lenders. These are nonprofit, community-based organizations with experience in lending management and technical assistance. These intermediaries make loans to eligible borrowers. So microloans have to be repaid within 6 years, and they could be used for working capital, buying inventory and supplies, furniture, buying machinery and equipment, and more. So that is it for this video. Thank you for watching. Again, if you want to get help with your business financing, your business credit, and be able to get funding for your company, you want to start off on the right foot for 2023, get in on this Black Friday sale. If you're watching this video after the Black Friday sale has already passed, you can still get the business finance suite. It should be some type of discount still there. It may not be as much as the Black Friday sale, but the link is going to be in the description. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the bell icon and subscribe to this channel so you can get notifications on when I release new videos. We're going to be talking about business credit a lot more so that you can be prepared for 2023. Like this video if you found this video valuable, and comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video.